Lies by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love and pride, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, moments reflected. Often bears a pit, clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving that radiant grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear. Shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. You can see.
Yes, it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. I'm your host, Matt Clark, and you know it's Tuesday, so you know where we're at. We're at Georgia's Happy Hog. Yes, we are. It's my spot. You know I love me some Georgia's, and it is Tuesday, and I came here earlier because I was starving, got my food, got set up, because the last couple times I came here, people were already at my table and had to move them, so I came in early, got me some food, set my table up and got it ready. But Georgia's located at 712 Culbertson Drive, just east of Lincoln, just right across from the Harn Homestead, north of the OU Medical Center, and south of the state capitol, just off Lincoln. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 7. You can contact them at 405-525-8111. If you want to catering and events, they are all about that. And if you've never been here, it's your loss, because I promise you, if you come here, you'll come back. And today, of course, I had my greens and my mac and cheese, because every Tuesday, Friday, they have mac and cheese. So today was mac and cheese day. Got my pint of mac and cheese, got my pint of greens, got my hot links, and I did sliced brisket today, because last week I did bologna. The week before that, I did chopped. The week before that, I don't think I came the week before that. Week before that, I had chicken. So I kind of split it up. But anyway, 525-8111, located at 712 Culbertson Drive, one block east of Lincoln. You can't miss it. And everybody who comes here always comes back. I've run into a couple of couples from out of town. They go, yeah, every time we come to Oklahoma City, we go to Georgia's. I'm like, yeah, I would too if I didn't live here. So that being said, we've got a full day. It looks like we're joined by my guy, Nathan Taylor, already. What's up, bro?
Man, you are making me hungry. Holy Moses, man.
Well, I will be at the bank. I'll be at the bank Thursday.
Yeah, you have to bring me some. Bring me some hot links or something, man. That sounds really good.
Now these are the real hot links. Go ahead.
So I used to get a hot link, and I'd put it in a hot dog bun, and I'd put like Swiss cheese and mustard on it. You ever do that?
Yes, but I didn't put cheese on it.
But
these aren't those red skin hot links that you buy like from Schwab's or whatever. These are the real hot links.
No, they're legit hot links.
Yeah, these are the real ones. You eat two of those, and I promise you, when you go to the bathroom, bro, look out. Oh, it's only one.
I don't care, man.
Well, I'll bring what else?
I don't care.
What do you want with it? Do you want? Let me see. That'll be Thursday. So you can have, you can have potato salad, beans, green beans, greens.
Do they have coleslaw down there?
Huh? Do what?
They have coleslaw down there?
Yeah, I believe they do have coleslaw. I don't know if I've ever had it, but I think they have coleslaw.
Matt, you haven't had the coleslaw?
Well, I'm not why would I want? Listen, why do I need coleslaw when I can have greens and mac and cheese?
Well,
the hell I want coleslaw
you said the word green.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I have a choice
green,
if I want greens, there's no choice between greens and coleslaw. That's not even up for discussion.
You're right.
So
coleslaw every time.
Yeah. Yes, all of that. So we got all of that working for us today. But I will bring you a hot link sandwich. Do you want them cut or whole?
You know what? Just give them to me whole. That'd be great.
I eat mine whole. That's how I eat mine. I eat mine whole. So, okay, well, I will bring you a hot link. I'll bring you coleslaw if they have it. And I need to ask them if they have coleslaw. Did any of y'all get coleslaw?
No.
Do they have coleslaw?
I don't think
Can you guys see if there's coleslaw up there? I've never looked because they have what I want.
Tuesdays Tuesdays and Fridays is mac and cheese. Though.
That's why.
We come
That's
for mac and
yeah.
cheese.
That's what I'm saying. Can you see if it's coleslaw up there? I'm pretty sure they do.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Okay, yeah, they have coleslaw up there. So yeah, do you want coleslaw?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you want coleslaw and what?
Mac and cheese would be great, man. I love
Mac
that.
and cheese is Tuesday, Fridays only.
Let's
So
do the Thursday one.
You can do greens, you can do potato salad, you can do beans.
Let's do potato salad.
Potato salad. Okay, so you want coleslaw, potato salad, and hot link. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that sounds great, man. Woo.
Yeah. Oh my God, you're wearing me out, bro. and I'm so full right now. So, but anyway, we got some breaking news, bro. We want to talk about this. It's not really breaking news because it happened yesterday. But LeBron's son, Bronny, suffered a cardiac arrest yesterday doing a workout. Thank God he was working out with the team or the coaches or whatever, versus just being there with one of his boys. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing that we do at Santa Fe, we have that machine and stuff like that, so we're required. We got know how to do. Oh God, what's it called?
CPR.
CPR. So we had to do all that stuff. So we've learned how to do that. So we have that, and I'm sure they have one right there that's easy access and tells you exactly what to do and how to do it. But anyway, he suffered a.
They do. I got you.
Oh, they do have. Well, I didn't want coleslaw. My guy that's I'm talking to, he wants coleslaw. I don't do coleslaw. Why would I do coleslaw when I have greens and mac and cheese? That's what I was telling him.
It's every day.
Yeah, well, they have. Well, you can take it. I don't. But, here, go ahead. I'll take it.
I brought it for you.
Okay, thank you. I'll eat it. I'll eat coleslaw, but I've got mac and cheese at home along with greens.
She said it's every day.
So
Try it. See how it is. Tell me how it is.
what? I don't have I can't eat it right now. I don't have man. I'm trying to be on air. Let me talk about the deal. I'll worry about your coleslaw later. But anyway, but I'm just glad that he's okay. They put him out of ICU. He's in a regular room. So, shout out, prayers out to the James family, and prayers that Bronny has a full recovery. Because when I heard about this, the first thing I thought was Hank Gathers and Reggie Lewis. And I don't know if you remember who Reggie Lewis is, but that he died for the Celtics, and had the same type thing, and of course Hank Gathers. So those two things popped up in my mind when I heard about that. But I'm just glad he's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Does this kind of remind you of the Keontae Johnson thing a little bit? Little different thing, but I mean, kind of the same deal.
Well, the other two died.
At least.
The other two died.
Well, yeah.
That's why I'm saying why it scared me, because the other two passed away. So.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah, and
prayers up.
yeah, and if they had the defibrillators or whatever that they have in the gyms now, both of them probably could have been saved, because let's face it, that's what saved Damar Hamlin. And if it wasn't for that, he would have died along with the other two. And that's why I was sitting there thinking that how does, I forget what school system, they did a report, and I forget what school system it was, but, they were like, well, we don't have them in every school. I'm like, how the hell do you not have a defibrillator in every elementary, junior high, high school, in the gym, out on the football field? How do you not have that?
I don't know, man.
They're only like $300-400. You're trying to tell me not one of your teachers or professors or one of the dads, somebody there can't afford $300, $400, or $800 to buy one for the football field and one for the basketball? You're trying to tell me y'all don't have that kind of money?
They should make that a requirement to have a sports program, in my opinion.
Well, if my kid is in is taking gym or PE, whatever, there should be a defibrillator machine within 30 seconds to a minute, access to wherever the hell my kid is. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
It should be right inside the gym door. It should be right out, if he's playing football, it should be in the football field deal. I mean, but my problem is, what happens if it happens, doing Little League football? What happens if it does then? Then, you're out in the practicing on the field somewhere. So that's a scary thought. I don't want to wish that on anybody, but, man, that's something that I didn't even really think about till just then. But anyway.
Yeah, no, it's scary, man.
It's scary. I think people should have those available to all access, and it's just unbelievable to me because to me as a parent, I got $400 or $300 or $200 or however the hell much that machine costs to make sure that if my kid is taking PE, that machine is somewhere close to where my kid can be. And I'm talking to every parent out there who has kids that are in PE or sports. You're trying to tell me your kid ain't worth $400, or $300 or whatever it is to make sure your kid survives that while you're at work, that you're not even there at practice or you're not, your kid's at school. So that's just kind of how I feel. But in other breaking news, Michigan coach Jim Harbaugh and NCAA are working on a 4-game suspension over him lying about recruiting violations. And here are the first 4 games he's going to miss: East Carolina, Bowling Green, UNLV, and Rutgers.
Win. Doesn't even need him on the side.
One of the most talented teams in the NCAA. And he's going to miss. Yeah. They're working on a 4-game suspension, and those are the 4 games he's going to miss. With his running back coming back, his quarterback coming back, most of his defensive line coming back. I mean, really, though?
Yeah, it's a BS suspension, but I mean, whatever. They do that. We all know they do that.
I mean, it's just, to me, I'm just going, really, guys, come on. I mean.
Well, it's like Urban Meyer a couple years ago, when they suspended him for whatever crappy game that was.
Yeah,
I mean, with Ryan Day.
I mean, I know it's all the same stuff, but it's like, come on, guys. I mean, you know what I mean? If it's, whatever, I guess. Whatever it is, right? I mean, what can you say? You know what I mean? I mean, it is what it is, I guess. And then also, and the last thing we're going to talk about is Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe. Dude, $1 billion is what they paid for him. They're going to pay for 1 year. 330 million for the rights to him, and then a $770 million salary for 1 year.
It's just dumb. I mean, it's just dumb.
Well, I mean,
I don't know, man.
They got Ronaldo. They tried to give Messi the same deal, $1 billion, and Messi said, screw that, I'm going to Miami. But of course, Mbappe doesn't have the money that Messi has because Mbappe is young. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't understand it, man. I mean, I don't know. I guess, capitalism, you get what you can, but goodness, this is getting a little out of hand.
$770 million for 1 year. What about next year? Did you see
they're not going to make that. There's no way they make that much off him.
No, they don't care. It's Saudis. They're worth $2 trillion or something stupid. What do they care about $770 million? But the question is, the $1 million question is that going to affect the other sports? I mean, how is that going to affect the NBA? Because LeBron already said, hey, me and Mav Carter and Rich Paul are on our clutch sport. We're on our way. We're on our way.
I know. We're gonna. I hope we don't see what happened to golf happen to basketball. Man, I would be pissed.
Well, the problem is that those guys, all those basketball players would bounce. I don't know anybody who's not going to go over there. Well, for that kind of money, because none of them are not like Tiger Woods, where you're already worth $1 billion. So you don't. You know what I'm saying? You're worth $1 billion. So what's another $1 billion going to do for you?
Yeah. That's the thing I don't understand. Like, how much is too much, man? I mean, I get money is money and you want to maximize your earning potential, but, I mean, LeBron's got what? I don't know. He's half $1 billion as it is?
No, he's worth $1 billion. A little over $1 billion. But he's at the end. But he's at the end of his. He's trying to make as much money as he can. He's at the end of his money-making ability.
Yeah, but he's going to make more for the rest of his life. I mean, look at Jordan. I mean, I know not everybody's Jordan, but I mean, that guy's made more than since he's retired than he has when he was playing.
Yeah, well, also LeBron wants to own. Remember, he wants to own the Las Vegas NBA franchise. And so he would be at this point, his wealth, the way he is now, he would be a minority owner, like a Magic Johnson, 5%, 10%. But, Magic owns part of the Dodgers. He owns part of the Commanders, which, of course, they're going to change that name, which that's a terrible name. It's the Commanders. That just shows you how terrible run organization that was. The Commanders, that's the name you came up with.
Yeah.
That is the name.
I
you
like the
came up with.
Washington football team too.
I
to be
like
honest.
that tons better. Tons better. You know, go back to where you have the old helmets that just have the numbers on them on the side or whatever, old school. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, you know, at some point the NBA and baseball the same way, except they can't play baseball because it's too hot. They can't play over there in baseball. They have to build indoor facilities to play indoors because it's too hot to be over there to play baseball. And plus, they don't care about baseball over there anyway. So, you know, that's part of the deal that they'd have to do right there. Basketball is something that they could steal because I know these players, these young guys, they'd leave for, you're going to pay me $200 million a year, $100 million a year, $300, they'd leave and they wouldn't even blink. They'd take that money and be gone. They wouldn't blink because, you know, and I can't say that I blame them. I mean, you know, let me see, you're going to pay me $40 million, they're going to pay me $100. That's $60 million. That's a lot of money when you're 3 years old, 25 years old. You're going to pay me $100 million a year, I'm out of here. You're going to pay me $700 million for a year, I'm out of here.
And again, I don't know how this works, but what does the taxes look like? I mean, do they do U.S. federal taxes on that?
When you bring it back, you get taxed on it.
Okay.
But, you
get
know.
taxed on it over there, too?
Well, I doubt it. If you do, it ain't a lot. Or it's $700 million. Okay, you take 50%. I'm walking away with $350 million. Okay. If you're California taxes, I'm walking away with $350 million. Okay. Are you upset about that? Is that going to be a deal breaker? You're going to walk away with $300 million,
No.
$350 million versus $700 million? Are you walking away? You're not heartbroken over that?
No, I'm not. But here's the thing, man. I like money much as the next person does. But again, I mean, like Jaylen Brown, $70 million in his fifth year of his contract.
Yeah, well, that is our next thing. Well, let's go ahead and talk about that right now. Let's go ahead and talk about that. Jaylen Brown's just signed a 5-year, $304 million contract, supermax extension, of course, because he was all NBA, and which is $52 million he'll get in the first year of the contract, and $69 million in year 5. And remember, this is all guaranteed money. So he gets all of that. He gets all of that.
Is he top 10 in the NBA?
The what?
Is he top 10 in the NBA? He's second team.
Player?
You think he's top 10?
Player? No.
Yeah.
Top 20,
not, right?
Edge of top 15 to 20, probably 15 to 20.
I would say 20 at best.
Well, I'm just saying 15, 20. He's somewhere in there because, let me see, you've got Steph, you've got Joker, LeBron, AD, KD, Giannis, Tatum. That's
what about Bradley Beal? He's better than Bradley Beal?
Damian Lillard, 9. Joel Embiid, 10. Who? Which
James
one?
Harden. Think he's better than James Harden? James Harden?
No, he's better than James Harden, to me. I'm not a James Harden fan, so I guess I'm not the best person to ask for that because James Harden disappears and he doesn't. You know what I'm saying? He can score. James Harden had 3 games in the playoffs where he did something. You know what I mean? He's probably had 4 playoff games. SGA, definitely SGA over him.
Yeah.
Him and J-Dub are about close. He's better than J-Dub. By the way, SGA is 9th, and we're going to talk about that too. He's 9th in preseason MVP odds.
I think that's what.
Let me see, who else would it be? Luka. Kyrie.
Did you say Kyrie?
Nope. That's 12 right there. 13. That's 13.
I'm sure there's more out there.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If we actually went down roster by roster, yeah, that's why I said Jimmy Butler. Like I said, I put him 15 to 20ish. That's where I put him. That's where I'd put him 15 to 20ish.
I can see that.
That's where I put him. But for him to be,
but that's over $300 million.
But it doesn't matter. That's where the contract is. And that's more than Joker. That's like, think about what Jason Tatum, he made first team All-NBA. What's he going to get paid? Remember,
$338 next year.
Is it $338?
Yep.
So
338 is what Bobby Marks said.
yeah, 338, 5 years. But it's just the next person in line. It's like the next quarterback. You know, is Daniel Jones?
Yeah.
I mean, is Mac Jones worth $40 million a year? Hell no, he's not. But the market says he is.
He's not worth
Is
10
Da-
million.
remember Dak
He's not worth 10
Prescott?
million.
What is Dak Prescott going to be? Not next year, but the year. What? $56 million? That's what they got to pay him, or 53, whatever it is, something stupid. Dak Prescott is not worth 50-something million dollars a year, but the market says he is. So, you know,
That's what's killing sports, man.
but you got to remember though, they're making so much money, and it's all with the TV deal. It's the TV deal. It's the TV money. It's the TV money. I mean, think about what SGA is going to be making on his next contract.
A lot. Probably the same as Jalen Brown this time.
Maybe he's going to make more than that. Because that's
Yeah, he's gonna make more than that. That's
What's
what
that?
Max is at that time. Yeah.
because that's 3 more years from now. We got him for what, 3 more years, and then the 5th year is his option, right?
It might be 400 million.
Yeah, it'll be 400 million by the time he does his. It'll be 400 million. He'll do a 5-year. He'll do a 5-year, $400 million, $389 million, something stupid number is what he'll make. Because if it's jumping $30 million a year, if it's going from 340 to 330, then the next year it'll be 360, so it'll be 390 when it's his turn.
That's stupid.
For 5 years. And,
You remember when we got mad when Shaq signed like a 10-year, $100 million contract? Remember that?
Well, no, I remember when everybody got
I
mad.
think
Everybody got mad at Magic for signing $25 million a year for 25 years. That was a lot of money back then.
Yeah.
You know, so it is. It's just the market. It is what it is. It's like, you know, when you talk about football, which we will later, you got to figure that out. Now, with the USA Select team for the World Cup this year, Cade Cunningham and Jalen Dorn, J-Dub Chet, Jalen Green, Quentin Grimes, Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, Keegan Murray, who I know, Langston Galloway, I don't know who that is, John Jenkins, I don't know, Eric Mika, I don't know who that is. Now, Naz Reid, I know who that, but it's like some of these guys, I'm like, who the Peyton Pritchard? He barely played for the Celtics. I'm like, who are you I mean,
Yeah.
but, you know, Cade, yes, Jalen, yes, J-Dub, yes, Chet, yes, Quentin, yes, Jalen Green, yes, Trey Murphy, yes, Keegan Murray, yes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm okay with all of those. And you got to have other guys who are willing to come off the bench. You can't have all a bunch of stars. So I like it, but who don't you like, or or are you okay with that list?
I mean, once you get past the 6th or 7th guy, I'm kind of out. But I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, because you know,
I mean,
you'll be going against SGA and Lou Dort. You'll be going against Josh and what's our new guy? From Kansas. This Jack White. Jack White.
Yeah, that's
Jack White.
Australia. Mm-hmm.
And then somebody, I think there's one other NBA player that's from Australia.
You think isn't Leonard Miller going to play for Canada too?
Yeah, I think he's playing for Canada too. Yes.
Yeah.
Now Mitchell not playing. I thought that was interesting that he's not.
No,
playing.
I saw that. I thought that was kind of neat.
Well, the thing that I liked about it is that he is trying to make sure he's in shape and ready to go for the NBA.
Sure.
And like we were talking about yesterday, bro, go to the hood. If you want to get in NBA shape, go to the hood, or find out wherever SGA's playing and go there. Because I promise you, and I was having this argument the other day. There's tons of guys who are in the hood who athletically can play with any NBA player. They just can't mentally play with them. As far as playing the game.
Is it Rucker Park?
Rucker
Go
Park.
to Rucker Park?
Go to Rucker Park. You can go over here to Municipal down here in the hood. Hey, you can get a run down there. Now, you might get shot coming out, but you can get a run down there. I'm kidding. I'm really kidding. I'm kidding. Now it's called Johnny Williams Park. But anyway.
You know, it's funny. I was talking to somebody about this, one of my buddies one time. Very much. And sorry about that. And again, this
is an African-American gentleman that was talking to me about this. And he said, I was talking about where to find basketball games. He said, anywhere you see Martin Luther King Boulevard, street, trail, whatever it's called, guaranteed there's a game on that street.
Nope, not in Oklahoma City.
No, not in Oklahoma City?
Not in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
That's big. That's a Now, in some cities, that might be even ours. Municipal is right by St. Anthony Hospital, like almost directly behind it, St. Anthony's. That's where the municipal is. Now, when we grew up, we were talking about this weekend, that when I grew up, you could take the top 15 players in the state, high school, college, whatever, and we'd go to the old OCU gym, Oklahoma City University gym, and they'd have it open. Coach Hansen and Abe Lemons, they would have the gym open to where those players, you come in and we'd play every night. We go from 7 to about 9 every night, okay, and get about 4 games in, 3.5, 4 games in, because it was not easy to score. First team to 15 or 12 wasn't easy to score. I mean, it's legit. It wasn't like it's not like when you play in the pro-am, which Chet does not know about, where you don't play defense. This is.
Did you play Make It Take It?
Huh?
Did you play Make It Take It?
Oh no, there's no Make It Take It. It's just straight up basketball, full court. It's full court. Now, you scored, and the other team takes it out and go down and score. But when you're talking about the top 15 players, top 10, 5-on-5, going 5-on-5, you ain't trying to let somebody score on you because you're trying to, if you lose, then you got to sit, maybe. And if you have some random person that comes into the gym, then guess what they do? Because you have to put your name on the board. It's your turn next, right? And what they would do is like, man, we don't know you. Just scratch that person's name out. The next person underneath, put your name on there, and you just bypass that person. You're like, man, we don't know you. You can't come in here and just decide you're going to play. You got to be picked to play first. We got to find out if you can play. Then you get on. But you can't say, oh, I'm up next and get to pick. Because what happens is whoever's up next got to pick the players who are either there in the bench on the benches with him or the players who are just lost on the other team. So that's how it worked. But they don't have that anymore. They don't have, it's unfortunate with today, the way that things are, you can't, guys can't go and play somewhere, You know what I mean? You can't just go and pick up, like go to the Thunder gym and, the 5 or 6 Thunder players. I don't think we have any Thunder players here unless it's camp. But, if they lived here and then you go pick up the top, basketball players from OU, OSU, OCU, OBU, OCC, those guys all come and play in the gym. They don't have that anymore. And that's sad. That's really sad. But anyway, SGA is tied for the ninth best odds to win the MVP. You said that was low or high?
I think it's low. I think he's going to be higher than that. But that's probably the homer in me talking, but I think he'll be higher than that. He finished last year what? He finished top 5, right? Did he finish top 5 or top 6?
Yeah, he finished top 5, I believe. But they're saying they come back and do that again is a question. And to me, if you didn't watch SGA at the end of the year before last, when I watched him, you could see something switched and something flipped in him. And he just started going, him and Josh, something flipped in them about the last 20 or 30 games of 2021, 22. Something flipped in them. And it carried on into 22, 23. And I think that's going to parlay into 23 and 24. The question is, who is the other guy that's going to go with him to average 20? Is he going to be J-Dub or Josh? And I think it's going to be J-Dub. I think Josh is going to be too busy trying to pass it to Chet. That's what I think.
Here we go.
That's what I think, which is going to hurt us. Which is going to hurt us.
Long term is the more important player to this franchise. I like Josh, but I think J-Dub is going to be a better player.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, for Josh to be that third, because remember, only 2 teams have ever done 3 guys that scored 30 in a game, and Oklahoma City Thunder are the only team to do that, and they did it twice. With the first 3-headed monster, and then with this 3-headed monster. But what I'm saying is that won't happen this year if Josh is trying to pass the damn ball to Chet. If he goes back to pass first, score second, that's going to hurt the Thunder. That's my point. Bye.
So
see you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. The whole problem.
The what?
You're blaming Chet for the whole problem?
No. What I'm saying is that if you go to where Chet feels like he's got to score and Josh has got to figure out I've got to pass it to Chet so he can score, that's going to hurt the Thunder because then Josh is going to go back to being passive again. And I do not want Josh passive. I want Josh aggressive. Because if Josh is score first, pass second, the Thunder are going to be far better than if there are Josh is pass first, shoot second because everybody's going to do. When he turned the ball over, why? Because people were just knowing he's going to pass the ball. They're not even worried about him trying to shoot it. They just jump in the passing lane. And then once
I agree with you.
That's what I'm saying. And then Chet's like, oh, I can't wait to play with Josh Giddey. Wait a minute. You mean you can't wait to play with SGA, right? No. He said Josh. Because Chet's smart enough to know that Josh is the one who's going to score in points. He knows that. The rest of them are like, hey, look, you all world, hey, go get your own damn points. You second overall pick, bro. You're a unicorn. Go get your own damn points. And that ain't happening. I'm just saying.
I just want to wait to see, man. I don't want to judge.
There ain't no wait to see. He ain't got it, bro. I'm telling you. You can listen. Just go on and buy me lunch now, okay? Because I'm gonna be right again. Like I was right about Westbrook, like I was right about Harden. I'm right, okay? I'm just right. It is what it is. Whether you like it or not, it is what it is.
Are you ever wrong?
No, not very rarely. No, what I'm saying is now I was wrong about how Chet got from year 1 to year 2. I was wrong about that. And I
so you don't think
that.
he'll accept the role of a fourth wheel and everything will be hunky-dory?
Not unless the coach makes him. Listen, this is my thing with Chet. When Chet said that who's the best player in the NBA, me when I get there next year, that's his chip on the shoulder, I'm the man. Okay? So when Summer League happened last year, when he played with Josh, he was averaging 20, 18, all that nonsense. When Josh didn't play with him, he had, 9, turned the ball over 5 times, blah, 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 blah. Okay? He ain't got it. He can't do what he thinks he can do in the league. Okay? He has to score up, like Randy right now we're talking about, he's got to score up pick and rolls. He's got to score up putbacks. He's got to score when there's a run through the lane and he gets an alley-oop or something like that. That's what he's got to score on. He ain't going to score where he can just take you off the bounce. That's not happening.
I think we're gonna see him adjust.
There's not about him adjusting. He can't do it. What I'm saying is those are his options to score. And what I'm saying is the reason why he wants to play with Josh, because Josh will run the pick and roll a lot with him, and Josh will throw him alley-oops, and Josh will give him easy baskets. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said all of a sudden he'll go from 12 points a game to 14, from 12 to 14 points a game, because Josh will set him up and score the extra points. That's what I'm saying. I want him 12 points, I want him 8 rebounds, and I want him 3 blocks. I want Josh 19, 20, 21 points a game. I want J-Dub, 19, 20, 21, 22 points a game. I want SGA about 30 points a game again. I want Jay Will about, 8 to 10 points a game. I want Isaiah Joe about 8 to 10 points a game. I want Aaron Wiggins about 8, 10 points. You see what I'm saying? That's what I want because then you're balanced. I don't want us trying to give Chet points so he can score because then if you do that, then that screws us up as far as our chemistry and what we're trying to do. That's my point. That's all I'm saying.
You want him to take the Draymond Green mentality, what you're saying.
What I want him to do is be like Ibaka. Block shots, score the back, knock down your shots when you get them. Take maybe 10 shots a game, go, 5 of 6, 5 of 10, maybe 6 of 11, something like that, 5 of 12. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want him to be. That's where I want Chad at because SGA is going to shoot 22, what do you average, 22 shots a game, 23 shots a game, something like that. Josh was about 15, 14. J-Dub was about the same. They were about the same. So right there, if you do that math right there, that is what, 30, that's 55 shots a game. Right there, and there's only, 80 possessions?
Yeah.
So, you see what I'm saying? So now if you drop Josh down to 10 to 12 points, 12 shots a game or 11 shots a game because he's passing 4 to 5 times a game to Chet. You see what I'm saying? And 2 to 3 of those are going to be turnovers because once they figure it out, he's going to be trying to set Chet up and they're just going to steal it from him. And then Josh is going to miss the shot once he's there.
I don't think there's any talking to you about this, to be honest.
Well, don't need to talk to me about it because I'm right, and you will see. That's all I'm saying. I heard your point. I hear your point. You heard my point. At the end, by the middle of the year, we'll see. Right? Right?
You're right.
Okay.
That's
all I'm saying. We'll see.
I want to wait and see.
No, I'm just saying, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, and I'm going to say, now, Nate, remember what we talked about? I'm waiting for your what? Apology. Thank you. Okay, now.
And you're going to be, man, they're doing great, and you were
and,
wrong.
and I need your apology right now about Jared Butler. Let me hear it.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay,
My bad.
that's one of several things that you're going to be wrong about and I'm right about. I'm just telling you, when it comes to basketball and that stuff, dude, I'm very rarely ever wrong, knock on wood. But, my thing is this, is that when it comes to the game, I don't go by stats, I go by the way that players play. I go by the feel of the game. I go by what I see.
Gotcha.
Okay, so
Gotcha.
what I'm saying is when I see the Thunder do good, which is the reason why I picked them to win 40 games, and I know nobody picked them to win 40 games but me last year. Nobody even came close to that but me because of what I saw and what I thought could happen. And I said, if the Thunder play like this is what they possibly can do. And if they don't, this is where they will be. And every single person I said that to at the barbershop came and said, man, how the hell did you see that coming? Nobody saw that. I was like, I'm telling you, when it comes to basketball, I can break it down for you and tell you what I see and what's going to happen because I see it. I mean, like, if you're going to do it, this is what's going to happen. And this is this is just the way it works. But, I mean, like, Randy, he is – the thing about your boss, Randy Wright, when it comes to basketball, he is a savant as far as – because he'll say stuff to me that's why I like to watch games with him. Because we'll be sitting there, I'm taking notes, and he'll just say something. I'm like, huh? Like, what? And I'll sit there, and then, bam, it's like it'll be – 4 minutes later, 8 minutes later, and he'll go, see, and I'm like, wow, how the hell did you see that? How did I miss that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how the hell did I miss that? And I mean, that's the way when you see things, you're a point guard, you see things completely different. When you break down the game, you see things completely different than the regular person sees them. And he will say stuff to me, and I'm just looking at him like, what the, wow, okay, yeah, that's great. So, and he gives me crap about Chet because he's just having fun with me because it's what he does. He just talked trash to me since we were 18. Actually, we were playing against each other at 12 and 11, when he played for Kelly Avenue. All white team, by the way. Couldn't help but resist that. Couldn't resist that one. I had to bust him up on that. He's going to get me for that. I already know. I'm going to pay for that, Nate. I'm going to pay for that one. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pay for that comment.
Hey, you know what? I think you probably have it coming just a little bit. I'm just saying.
He going to make me pay for that. It's okay, though. Okay, now I've updated the Thunder roster. So now we've got SGA, Trey Mann, which Trey Mann is we both believe that, right? Next guy to fall, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, tell me, who do you have as your 15? I have SGA, Kayson, Mitchell, Josh, Dort, Isaiah Joe, Jalen Williams, Aaron Wiggins, Jane, Keontae, McConnell, Poku, Kendricks, Chet, Jalen, and KJ. Those are my 16.
Who are the guys? Tell me the ones you're dropping.
I'm dropping Trey, Ty Washington, Oladipo, Lindy, Jack White, Jeremiah Johnson, your boy Garuba, or Jeremiah Johnson, Jeremiah Robinson Earl. I got Jeremiah
Earl,
Johnson. JRE, Davis Bertans, and Sar. Now, I think that McCaleb and Kayson and, Keontae, McConnell, and KJ will all be on two-way, so they can drop down. You see what I'm saying? Now, the one that I think, now I'm with you. I like Garuba a lot, but I just don't see him. I mean, like, who am I going to take off the team to keep him?
I think you might have an extra spot. You take KJ and McConnell the two ways.
Yeah, there'll be two ways.
You can have 18 guys, including 3 two-ways. So
if you do that, then you add Jack White, and I'd add Jack White, Garuba, and probably Davis Bertans. If I do it that way.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Jack White would be the first one out the door, even though they just signed him. I want to see Garuba stick around. I mean, I don't know if he will.
I know what you like.
Interesting to see what he can do.
I like it, but actually, I'm gonna say this, Nathan. I'm gonna say this. You talked about him. I was like, I don't know, no Garuba. I went back and watched him, and I'm on board with you with him. I like him. I'm on board with you.
I think this is what I think. I think it's a low risk, high reward move.
Yep.
And I think you're only paying him what, a couple $1 million,
Yep.
something like that. And he has the potential to be there if you give him some time. And we're not in any rush to develop him because we have tons of other guys to develop and play, and we have team chemistry to build. So let him throw him in the G League for a little bit, maybe throwing some minutes here and there.
Yeah, wait, hold on one second. Hey, Jace, you need to bring him to camp next Wednesday and Thursday, to my basketball camp. At Santa Fe. Yeah, I'll leave you some stuff about it. Sorry about that, Nick. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're good, man. It's okay. So, yeah, I think you throw him a few minutes here and there, and if he develops, great. If he doesn't, you didn't lose anything.
But all I can tell you is that my deal is this. I'm very open to suggestion, and my thing is this. I do have my opinions, and if somebody can change my mind, they can change my mind. And you've done a good job of changing my mind about him. So you changed my mind about certain things. You changed my mind. So I don't have any problem. If somebody has a better argument than I do, I'm willing to listen, and I'm open. Now, Drew Hinthorn, I don't really listen to him so much.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Drew. My bad.
There he is. Big Red.
Dude, I tried to cut your ass off yesterday when you tried that big red crap. Yeah, that's what I tried to do. Let me see. And I don't want to hear it from you, man. But anyway, Drew, we were talking about the Thunder. We were talking about we talked about the 15 people that you and I don't know, right? On the USA team, Drew.
I mean, the only people I know are the people that play for the Thunder.
Well, Nathan and I know quite a few more than that, but yeah, for the most part, we know a few more than that. But okay, since you guys got you here, we'll go ahead and we'll just jump into break, and then we'll come back, and then we're gonna get into the NFL news and the running backs, and then.
What did Nathan change your mind about? Is he on board now with J-Dub not being as good as my Tar Heel?
No, he's not on board with him being better, that Cam Johnson being better than J-Dub. He is not on board with that. Are you, Nathan? You on board with that? Nathan, are you there? I guess he's gone, Drew. I don't know. But anyway, let me take this quick break, and then we'll come back because.
Sorry, guys. I had to jump into something right quick. Sorry about that.
Drew wanted to know if you're on board with him saying that Cam Johnson is better than J-Dub.
I mean, no. Drew.
No, Drew, we're not on board with you with Cam Johnson being better than J-Dub. No, we're not on board with you.
Making sure before this season gets started.
No, and Ben ain't on your side either. He's on your side with everything else. Ben ain't on your side there either.
Mine changed, boys. I'm gonna slide in over there with him. Gonna even this one up.
No, it ain't no even it up. You can't even stuff up, brother. Either you believe it or you don't. You either believe it or you don't. You do not, Ben. You do not believe Cam Johnson is better than J-Dub. Stop it. No, he does. Tell the truth, Ben. You do not believe that. No, even it up. If Drew
I looked him up last week.
Drew,
we were talking about it.
Oh my God, I'm done. I am done. Ben, you're fired. I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna mute Ben. I'm muting you, Ben. We want to take this time to thank our sponsor.
I just got to figure out what Nathan's birthday is. I'm going to give him a Brooklyn Nets Cam Johnson jersey. Pretty good price.
I need to use some Drew logic here. According to Drew logic, Uzman is going to be first team All-NBA.
Oh, my God. Neither one of them are going to be first team All-NBA.
Neither.
Now, All-NBA maybe, but first team, neither one of them. I like J-Dub, but I don't. I'm done. Okay, we're going to go ahead and thank our sponsors, Collaborative Logic, because for whatever reason, they've got this show up and running, and I've got to deal with these knuckleheads right here. I want to thank Russell for hooking us up. If you have any needs for computers, software to be written for your office, or website design, they can do that for you. SRB for any engineering, surveying, or planning. They are the people behind the scenes for that. Oak Grove Trucking and our guy Jose Fierro and his dump. He's got 4 trucks now, Drew.
Dump.
He got 4 trucks now. And then, of course,
Man,
yeah,
business is a booming.
he's rolling.
Attaboy.
Yep.
Attaboy, Jose.
Yep, Greg and Max Nafee, of course, doing what they do for us. And then, of course, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
A bank that makes things happen.
Yes, they are. They're an equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC. They're also the sponsor for us to be here today at Georgia's Happy Hog, which we'll talk about just in a second. And you can pre-qualify online with them at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go in and see the guys because, as Nathan says, they are a personal bank and they love to see you, either at the main bank at 401 M downtown Yukon, YNB Eastwood is on the Parkway and 66th, or 39th Expressway, however you want to call it. YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road, YNB Parkway, Garth Brooks and I-40, just south of I-40 right there, right in front of Integris. And then YNB People, 6201 Northwest 23rd between MacArthur and Rockwell. And then the knucklehead that's on the phone now, DT Construction and Consulting on our Zoom, running his mouth as he does with Cam Johnson better than J-Dub. Something's wrong with him. But thank God he's a better construction and consulting.
I sent you guys the stats.
No, hey, and anyway, just, I want to let y'all know he's a better construction and consulting guy than he is talking about basketball talent, okay? We're just letting you know that right now. And you can contact him at 405-209-4051, 209-4051, DT Construction.
Now is the time. If you need any construction work done, now is the time to get in, get on the schedule because it's all filling up.
Yeah, it is.
Staying busy, getting hot out, school's about to start back. So if you got any back-to-school projects need done, don't hesitate to reach out, call me, email me, text me. I'll answer my phone.
Yep, that's why he's respectful, local, and loyal, because he answers his phone. And, of course, we are at Georgia's Happy Hog, 712 Culbertson Drive. Of course, I had my hot links today. And, by the way, hey, Drew, Nathan's already got his order in for Thursday.
Okay.
He's already got his order in for his coleslaw and hot links, so we'll see about that. But anyway, 405.
I need some burn-ins and some mac and cheese.
Well, the mac and cheese is only Tuesday, Friday. It's not on Thursdays. And I already got my mac and cheese, and I'm not sharing with y'all. But anyway, they're open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 7, and want to thank YNB for their sponsorship of us. So, in NFL news, guys, Saquon Barkley.
Hold on, I got a question for you. This is a little off since we got a banker on the phone here with us. So I'm at the gas station, and I opened my door, and I got about 25 pennies on the ground next to me. Which one do you think's the lucky one? Are they all lucky? Just pick them all up.
It's the one with
The
heads.
ones that are heads up, pick them up, and the ones that are tails up, leave them there.
Yep.
Heads up, pick them up. Okay, got it. Okay, back to the NFL.
Oh, my God. Hey, Nathan, how did this show go to hell in a handbasket real fast once Drew got on the line? What is that?
Dude, I don't know.
It went
I
bad.
can tell you what happened. Drew got on the line.
I mean, oh, my God. And then, of course, Mr. Line Change, High Stick Harry jumped right in there with him. Instead of holding him accountable, he jumped right on in there. I can't believe it. Just, let me.
Yeah, I'm adding some gas to the fire, my friend.
But this show is about honesty, so you got to even it out and talk the truth. You just jumping on there with your boy. That's all you doing, trying to even it out.
I checked the stats.
It ain't about the stats. He can play. And one has been in the league 2 years or 1 year. Anyway,
Cam's only been in the league 4 years.
Okay, well let's check Cam versus him after 4 years and see what happens. I promise you, J-Dub's numbers are gonna be over there. Anyway,
we're just gonna do it this year. Nathan and I'll do a little friendly wager on the side where the season starts, and who's gonna have the better stats at the end of the year. And then I think the punishment he'll have to wear a Cam Johnson shirt to the Thunder game.
Or you have to wear a J-Dub shirt to a Thunder game.
I could do that.
Okay, you gonna wear. Hey. The bottom line is that you are just all about. This is not HuskerDrewPicks.com talking. Mr. 13-2 or whatever the hell you are. Anyway.
Although it might not be fair, because I think Cam's going to get a lot more shots than J-Dub's going to get this year. So.
Correct. He's going to get a lot more points. His stats are going to be better.
Ben, we're not listening to you because you're on Drew's side. Okay?
Hey, I looked it up. I just looked at it. I just deleted all. I can go right back to it.
Oh, I don't want to hear about it. Anyway, in NFL news, Saquon Barkley signed his 1-year contract worth up to $11 million, but he did get a $2 million signing bonus. So that means that's basically $13 million he's going to get this year over the 10, which the highest paid running back is at 15. Do you think these guys? Because remember, next year he can still, they still can franchise tag him if they want.
Yep, they can do it again.
Would you guys have done the deal, Ben?
I would if I were him, especially because you got to miss some of the stuff. And where else is he going to go and get paid much more than that? I mean,
Right.
I think they know what they got. They got their product. They have their playbook set up for him. It's set up. So I think that was a good play for him. He just can't get hurt. If he gets hurt, he is screwed.
Well,
he is absolutely screwed.
They're 7.
So
I
that's the
think
only
they're
thing
7-1-1 when he runs the ball 15 times or more.
Yeah,
That's a crazy stat.
So run the dang ball,
Nate.
Yeah, I think it was a good play for him because I mean, like Ben said, where else is he going to go make that much money? But yeah, with the hurt thing, I mean, he kind of just bet on himself,
Yeah, he did. Yep.
It's better than going a year without. It's what he played in the NFL.
Drew.
I mean, yes, sir.
What do you think?
I think I missed the question here.
About
Sorry.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon getting that $11 million plus $2 million signing bonus.
Yes.
$13 million seems like 13 million. Probably puts him in one of the top 5 running backs.
Well, he was at 10. He got a $900,000 raise, and they gave him $2 million for signing his name.
Sounds like a pretty good day.
That's what I've said, but it's only a 1-year deal though, and it's not fully guaranteed. So the only thing guaranteed is he got $2 million. Whereas he wouldn't, if he'd have been, none of it would have been fully guaranteed if the $10 million
sounds
wasn't.
like he's this year is he's playing for a contract.
Yep, that's exactly. Maybe
that might be a good person taking fantasy football because he's gonna be running crazy. He's gonna try and get a 3-year deal.
Yep, if they even give him the ball. Okay.
they could tag him again too, which
sucks. Okay, and then the Broncos. Uwa Zerke was suspended indefinitely, and Isaiah Wilson was suspended for 3 games for gambling. I don't. Can you guys help me with this? Can any of you 3 give me any understanding on why haven't they learned their lesson?
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Okay, but indefinitely you're losing how much? $8 million?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I'm just telling you that's what they're doing.
I understand that,
they need to have one of their buddies place their bets for them.
They tried that.
That's what I'm saying.
They tried that, and that's what I'm saying. They tracked their phones and saw their messages, so that didn't work either.
I don't know.
It's an addiction. I mean, that's what you got.
Just like alcohol and drugs. I mean, that's why they have Gamblers Anonymous. 1-800-BETS off.
Yeah, it's to me that's just crazy, dude.
You need like an old school bookie, like a mob boss from Boston.
And then close to Drew's spot, Zach Martin didn't make the flight to Cali.
Yeah, well, he's still holding out on that contract, isn't he?
Yeah, well, his last 2 years aren't guaranteed, and he's the 4th highest paid or 8th highest paid guard, even though the guy who's the highest paid has only had 1 Pro Bowl or 1 all NFL, and he's had 6.
Yeah, it's 6 in a row too, I believe.
Yes,
I think it's 6 in a row.
Yeah, so
it's like you're not paying me, okay?
Yeah, he's not happy about it not being guaranteed. What are your thoughts, Drew?
Man, I mean, he's the anchor of the offensive line. Probably the best offensive line in the game. Offensive lineman in the game, or one of them.
Yeah, well, remember he was the only 99 Madden. He got a 99 from Madden. Zach did.
He kind of got him bent over a barrel, but I hate. Dallas can't afford to lose him, so.
But it's costing him $50,000 a day, like it is Chris Jones, not to show up. That's a lot of damn money.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah. And remember, that is not. They can't wipe that away. That's just money you lose. That's just money you lose.
Some people kind of like throw that in on the back end.
Yeah, they can't. They don't.
They'll do something like that to pay for it.
The NFL, no. Ben, NFL took that away and said no, they lose it.
Oh no, I'm saying they'll just give you an extra bonus. Is what I'm like. They'll just give you a bonus to pay for.
Yeah, but how they gonna do that?
They'll figure it out.
Free cash in the back seat.
Yeah, I guess.
Yep, and then like Chris Jones said, they're very far away from that.
Well, because Chris Jones wants $30 million, and it's like, dude, they can't give you $30 million, Chris Jones, because if they give you $30 million, how the hell they're going to pay the guys that got coming up behind you? And I understand it's your last contract, but I promise you, if it comes down to it, they're going to do you just like they did Tyreek. They're gonna get rid of
It's
you.
gonna happen.
They're gonna get rid of
And they're
whoever
just gonna
else.
settle
That's
and
the
they're gonna
Chiefs.
find
They're gonna like,
somebody
look.
else.
They're gonna like, look. We can only. This is what we want to do. If you can't agree to this, cool. We'll send you off somewhere. We'll get a bunch of picks and we'll go younger. And hey, good luck. So I mean, to me,
That's exactly what
there's
happened.
Aaron Donald. Chris Jones is somewhere should be around 20. He wants 30. Aaron Jones is making 30. Aaron Donald's making 31. He should be around 28, 27. What do you think, Nathan?
So much money.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I mean, I don't know, man. I just can't see it. I mean, the problem is these players, and again, I'm bitching about this all the time, but these guys don't understand what it takes to win.
Yeah, they do.
And they understand the salary. Well, let me rephrase that. They don't understand the salary cap
Yes,
as much as okay, let me backtrack. I'm sorry. I think the days of seeing Tim Duncan or I don't know, name your other guy that took less to win.
Well, okay, this is my deal. Patrick Mahomes is taking less. He's made money off the field. Travis Kelce's taking less. I'm talking about the Chiefs. They made money and they're taking less. Now, Chris Jones is like, this is the thing. Chris Jones has a chance to set the defensive tackle market. That's what he's trying to do. Because remember, the guy from the Jets only signed for $23.5, $24 million. Aaron Donald makes 31. So Chris Jones is trying to jump up to 30 million because he's trying to set the defensive tackle market, but ain't nobody gonna pay that. And if he's trying to make that much money, the Chiefs are like, look, we've got to sign this guy. This is what we have coming down the pike. We can't give you that because if we do, we can't get these other guys. We can't sign Nick Bolton. We can't sign Snead. We can't sign these other guys.
They have to re-sign their running back.
And what Chris Jones forgets, Patrick Mahomes took less money so they could even sign Chris Jones' contract a few years ago.
So what do you? I mean, what would you rather do? Get paid $27 million and win a Super Bowl, or get paid $30 million and never go to
But you got to remember what he's trying to do. This is what I believe. I think Chris Jones is his agent is trying to talk him into setting the market for defensive tackles. That's what I think that he's trying to do.
Same with like what the running backs are doing.
Yes, trying to set the market so that they can say, look, this is what the next guy come up. But dude, you're the second. You're the best. He's the best defensive tackle in football right now. There's no question.
Correct.
But if the Chiefs give you that, then they can't afford to pay the other guys, and they're going to be hamstringing. Yeah, they're going to have you for 2 years, and then after that, your ass is going down. You're 31 years old, 32 years old. You ain't going to be the same guy, but they're still paying you like you're the same guy. And they can't afford to pay all the young guys that are coming up. So what's your thoughts on that, Drew?
I kind of side with Nathan there. These guys, I don't know. To me, it's a lot of money, man. That's crazy money, and I think he's great. He's just gonna get what the market brings him, and I don't know. I don't like all the holding out and putting, your team, and you need to put the team first sometimes, and be thankful for what you got. But each to his own, I guess, right, Nathan?
Yeah. Well, I mean, go ahead, Nathan.
Let me correlate this to one thing, and again, this is not how I truly feel, but this is what it is. Like, okay, if I wanted to go, and this is just an everyday example, if I wanted to go to a corporate bank, I could make way more than what I'm making now. But that's the thing. Like, I don't want to do that because I love the culture where I'm at. I believe in the culture where I'm at. And I'm not just saying that because my boss doesn't probably listen. Like, I really mean that.
No, they're listening. They're listening.
Money is not the most important thing to me. It's culture, it's fit, it's do I really believe in what I'm doing? It's to live what you say. And to me, that's a lost art in this country, and it needs to be recaptured. But that's just my opinion.
I follow that 100%.
Yeah, I agree, but this is my thing with Chris Jones. I think Chris Jones wants to be a Chief, and he understands the deal. But I think his agent is saying, look, for the overall good, you have a chance to set the market for all your other guys, and you do, because agent's job is to get paid the most money. Where Mahomes, he doesn't have the opportunity to make the money off the field that Mahomes and him does. Okay, that's a fact, right? Him and Kelce, he just doesn't.
Right.
So he can't make up that. Let's say he can't make up that. Let's say if it's 4 years, if he signs for 26, what's that? $16 million. He has no way to make that up. Okay. And then the other way is the Chiefs got to guarantee at least as much money as Quentin Williams got. So to me, Chris Jones, and I agree with you, Nathan, if he leaves, he's not going to find the same culture that he has in Kansas City. And if you leave, if you're trying to, I mean, the whole goal is, dude, how much is $16 million worth losing another? Because I can promise the Chiefs going to trade you, and they ain't going to trade you to somewhere where they're going to get, where you're going to have a chance to get a Super Bowl ring. They're going to trade you like they did with Tyreek Hill. They're going to trade you somewhere. Yeah. They're going to trade you somewhere, but yeah, you're gonna be there. But you can't tell me Tyreek Hill is happy being in Miami. What did he do? Slap that guy upside the head? The boat. What was that, Drew? Didn't you send me something about that? Where he hit a boat captain upside the head? Didn't you send? Was that you that sent me that, Drew?
Oh, was it?
Where Tyreek Hill slapped that guy, the boat captain, upside the back of the head?
No, but that was you see, they settled that.
Yeah,
they settled it, guy. But now the NFL's been made aware of it. He doesn't have the greatest track record.
No, he doesn't. But I'm just saying. So why would you? But you know what? I think sometimes
probably actually great. I mean, a great actual. If you're talking about actual track, like running on the track, like great track. But if you're talking about,
well, I'm gonna tell you this.
Rap sheet.
Yeah,
if you're talking about rap sheet, then probably not.
Hey, I'm gonna say this.
I should take that back. He doesn't have the greatest rest record.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Rest record. Hey, this is the thing. The Bengals owner, and I'll see if you guys agree with them. He goes, if you have a bag of corn and you have 10 hogs, not everyone is going to eat. That's what he said.
Wow.
What are y'all thoughts on that?
There's a lot to unpack there.
That's what he said. You got a bag of corn and 10 hogs, not everybody's going to eat. That's what he said.
I think he needs to try to.
Go ahead, Ben.
Oh man, not good there. That's not a good thing, especially because even if he was talking about a football team, I mean, there's 11 guys on each side, so he's not even talking about.
But what I'm saying
the football team. It just sounds. I know it just sounds even worse.
Bad, but I'm talking about just go past that and get to what he was trying to say. I can't feed everybody. Somebody's got to go. Right?
Yeah, I know, but he's just saying
it's Mike Brown.
Somebody's gonna give.
Someone's got to be bacon.
I mean, Nathan, you're the banker. Clean it up for us. Clean it up for us, Nathan. You're a banker. Clean it up for us.
He's just saying there's only so much to go around. Is basically what he's saying.
That's what he's saying.
That's
what he's saying. But like Ben said, he could have cleaned it. He could have did a little bit better. But the reason why I put it in there because when I read that, he goes, "I got a bag of corn. I got 10 hogs."
Yeah, you can buy another bag of corn.
Well, but, like he said, there's only so much money to go around, which what Chris Jones is how to understand is the Chiefs are not going to mortgage their future for you. They're not going to do it. They didn't do it for Tyreek. If you want to come on board and take a little less money so we can.
The Bengals owner, right?
Well, no, they'll trade him somewhere where he'll still be the man for 2 years, but he's 29.
Yeah, no, but you're saying that the guy that quoted this was the Bengals owner.
The Bengals owner, yes, he's the one that said that.
Yeah, Mike Brown.
Owner. Well, because this is the deal. The two wide receivers are coming up this year. He's got to pay Joe Burrow. Jamar Chase is the following year. So he's got his whole team for this year. But the problem is next year.
Joe Burrow's about to break the bank.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's got to pay Joe Burrow. Then he's got to pay Jamar Chase the following year. Then he's got to pay Joe. And then he's got the other two guys that he's got to pay.
Burrow's going to want to make more than Patrick Mahomes since he's 3-1 against him.
Yeah, well, he's going to make more than Patrick Mahomes, even though he's not as good as Mahomes. He's not. I mean, he can beat him. But you remember, like I tell people, last year what people forget, the Chiefs were winning in Cincinnati, and the Chiefs were driving, had scored 3 straight touchdowns, and we're driving, and they were on the 30-yard line, and Travis Kelce got stripped, and then Joe Burrow went down and scored and won the game by 3. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Everybody forgets that. You act like he was just beaten. No, they were driving, and if Travis Kelce doesn't fumble, they score a touchdown, they win that game. So, yeah, he's 3-1, and that's what it is. But
you don't think Joe Burrow might do a Patrick Mahomes and take a little bit less?
He's gonna do a Patrick Mahomes. He's gonna take a longer deal, 7-8 years. That's what Josh Allen did. Josh Allen, the Bills paid him just under what Patrick Mahomes made for 7 years. That's what they did.
Yeah, that's why.
They got to figure out
that
these teams that are making the Super Bowls, your Tom Brady's and your Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrows. I mean, there's a common thread there. They all are making waves, keeping offensive line and running back and the wide receivers around them, and not changing personnel every year.
Well, yeah, remember Joe Mixon took a pay cut. Remember, he restructured his salary.
Yep.
He restructured himself so he could do that. Now, here is the question of the day, guys. Got this question for you guys. Here is the question of the day, which I think is a great question. I don't know if I sent this to y'all or not. I don't know if I did. Did I send y'all this question of the day?
No, sir.
About the running backs.
I didn't see it.
The question of the day is this. Would any of these guys that I'm getting ready to name get a second deal in today's game? Okay? So would they sign for a second big contract, the second deal in today's game? Okay, Jim Brown.
I'd say yes.
Who was he?
Jim Brown.
You got out of me.
Jim Brown. Would he get a second deal in under today's game? And the way that they look at it today. Barry Sanders.
Yeah. Yes, both those are yeses for me.
Walter Payton.
That is not from the Detroit Lions.
Walter Payton.
Yes.
Yes.
Nate?
Yes.
Okay. O.J. Simpson.
No, because all the murder stuff.
No, we're talking about playing, bro. We're talking about playing. He wasn't doing all that while he was playing. We're talking about playing.
Yeah, but you're asking today, and
this ain't got nothing to do with none of that. We're talking about if he was playing the way he was playing back then. We ain't talking about none of that other stuff.
I mean, first 2,000 yards back. I mean, I'd say
yes. I mean, if you're talking about actual
but
football.
now what? Yeah, we're talking straight football. That's all we're talking about. And remember when he was playing football,
saying, like, today, I don't.
But
think
you remember though,
today.
he would be playing in his second contract coming up in today's game. He hadn't killed anybody, hadn't been accused of anything, none of that had happened. So that's irrelevant. We're talking about straight up football. And by the way, I don't think he killed his wife. I think he had her killed. That same thing, but I don't think he did it himself.
he was there.
That's a fact. The whole problem is with you guys, if y'all go back and look at all the facts instead of just listening to nonsense, you'll agree with me on that. You cannot listen. He had listen to my point. Listen to my point. Listen to my point.
That's why the DNA match.
Listen to my point. There was no blood on him found, and they had a forensic science said there's no way that he could have killed somebody where he killed with no blood. Now, the reason why I know he watched is because he had a pair of shoes that his footprint was in the blood. And he lied and said, "Oh, I don't have any Bruno Mollies." What? What? You a well-dressed black man. Every well-dressed black man I knew back then had a pair of Bruno Mollies. Shut up. Now. Yes, you lying. You lying. But that's why I said he was there watching it, and he had somebody else do it. Now, that's the same thing as doing it. It ain't the same as doing it yourself, but it is. He had her done, and he sat there and he watched it happen, which to me is worse than doing it. Because you got off on watching your wife get completely, her head damn near severed. To me, it's worse because you didn't do it, but you watched it happen. That's the issue I have with him. Anyway, that's enough said. Eric Dickerson.
My bad.
Nope.
Yes. I don't know. I have a hard time with that one, but I think so, probably.
I say no. I say no.
How were Dickerson's first 3 years? I can't remember.
He was ridiculous. He was 1,800, 1,700.
I can't remember.
Remember, he was with the Rams. 1,800, 1,700, 1,600.
The guys we're talking about are the best of the best. I mean, these guys are, arguably every one of them top 10 running backs.
Yeah, but my deal is this. I think Barry Sanders is the only one of that group that gets a second deal. I don't think any of the other ones caught the ball well enough out of the backfield, except maybe Walter. But I don't think Jim Brown gets a second deal. I don't think Walter Payton gets a second deal. Maybe. O.J. Simpson, no. Eric Dickerson, no.
Marshall Falk caught pretty well.
What about Adrian Peterson? He didn't catch the ball
I haven't got to
today,
him yet.
I haven't got to him yet.
Second deal, Tony Dorsett. We're talking about in today's mentality, the way they look at running backs today's game. not
And
10 years
like if
ago.
they're gonna cut you,
you're used to playing in it's the way they play today too. So
Right, that's what
you're
I'm saying.
right,
That's
Matt?
yes. I'm talking about the way that they run and throw the ball. That's why I say Jim Brown, no. Barry Sanders, yes. Walter Payton, maybe. O.J. Simpson, no. Eric Dickerson, no. Tony Dorsett, he's going to play for Dallas. Jerry going to pay him because he loved him. So he going to pay him. Emmitt Smith, I don't think. Emmitt Smith, yes, because Jerry going to pay him. Marshall Faulk, he should.
Yeah,
I think he caught the ball pretty well.
Marshall Faulk. I like Marshall Faulk. I thought he was pretty good.
Pretty good, yes. Adrian Peterson,
Of course.
I mean, I would say yes, but I mean, he's not like he can't really catch the ball that great outside the field. I mean,
I say Adrian Peterson, no.
He's a bulldog.
Yep. They don't give him another deal.
What about LaDainian?
LaDainian's my last guy.
Yeah, I would say LaDainian for sure.
Of course.
He's an Alvin
I would agree
Kamara.
with that.
Yeah.
You give me, I mean, so to me, of all these 10 guys, I say Barry, yes, for sure. Tony, Marshall Faulk for sure. LaDainian Tomlinson for sure. And if Tony Dorsett and Emmitt Smith did not play for Dallas, then no to those guys.
Who would you say between those two would have the better chance of getting the second deal? Tony?
Tony Dorsett, yeah. I put Tony Dorsett over Emmitt Smith as far as best running backs of all time. I'm going to take Tony D all day long. Do you agree with that, Drew?
I don't think Terrell Davis would get a deal.
No, Terrell Davis wouldn't get it. But I'm not. Terrell Davis is not a top 10.
There's a couple of guys that I just don't think. Fred Taylor might. He was all right.
Yeah, but those guys aren't in this guy. These guys is on these guys' level.
Oh no, definitely not.
But,
Jerome Bettis, not a chance.
But who do you take? Do you take Tony Dorsett or Emmitt Smith, Drew?
It's behind the same offensive line as Emmett had, I'd take Tony.
Well, I'm just talking about period, yeah.
But Emmett was such a good fit for that team. It's just tough. I mean, but Tony was a more, I guess, a more balanced back. Even though Emmitt Smith has lead in yards rushing, but I don't know. I think your true savants, the people who know football, will probably take Tony Dorsett.
Yeah, I mean, to me, Emmett, I mean, he can say what he wants to.
You put Tony Dorsett behind that Dallas offensive line, I mean, watch out.
Let's watch out. Well, like I talked to Neil Smith and them, and I asked them about it, and they flat out told me they just laughed and they go, if you put Barry Sanders behind Emmitt Smith's offensive line, he'd have ran for 2,500 yards.
Emmitt Smith was a monster, though. He played hurt. I mean, he was just a different type of back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but this is the deal. Like he said,
He might have ran for 3,000.
Well, this
he
is what,
might have ran for 3,000.
Well, this is what Emmett. This is what he said. You know, when you look at the tape in the film, they go the strong safety tackled Emmett. Remember, Emmett didn't even average 5 yards a carry. He barely averaged 4 yards a carry. Okay. And he said the difference is that when Dallas offensive line opened up the hole, the middle linebacker came and Moose Johnson hit him. The strong safety is the one that tackled Emmett. And he said, now tell me what person that you can think of is going to tackle Barry Sanders one-on-one in the hole.
Not many.
Nobody is going to tackle him one-on-one
Zero.
in the hole. They're not. He said that's not happening.
Chance.
And he said very rarely you might get
Ronnie
one out of.
Lott, baby.
Yeah, but out of 10 times, how many times you think Ronnie, who is the greatest safety of all time to me? How many times you think? But see, remember, Ronnie is the free safety. He's not the strong safety.
That's true.
So, and he said the free safety didn't catch you until he wouldn't have been able to catch Barry until 5 or 6 yards down the hole.
Rod Woodson was in there. He was a strong safety, wasn't he?
Yep. Rod Woodson played cornerback and safety. He was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But anyway, but like they were saying, he goes, yeah, they're going to tackle him. But out of 10 times, you're going to tackle Barry Sanders, what, twice? One-on-one? Maybe?
Maybe.
It ain't no 50%.
No.
Not 101. You ain't tackling Barry Sanders one-on-one.
It was actually pretty sweet. So whenever I grew up playing football, I played against Barry Sanders' son, Barry Sanders Jr. and stuff. And then there was a guy that played on my team. He was like a quarterback, but he pretty much just ran the ball the entire time. It was I believe it was A.J. Perkinson, if I'm not mistaken. And then he scored like 7 touchdowns or something one game. And then Barry came over and tackled him after the game. And then he's like, "That's how you tackle him." And I knew who it was. It was like kind of like it was hilarious. He's like, "That's how you tackle. That's how we don't lose, guys." Like he was talking to his whole team. It was so funny.
That's awesome. I love it. Well, let's go
I
ahead.
met him a couple times. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he is. Well, we're gonna give Drew some love because what were you last night, Drew? Is he there?
Oh, what did I go? 3-2 last night.
What were you?
I came back to earth a little bit last night. I was 12-2 on the weekend.
That's what I'm saying. So you're what are you 15-4?
I'm going 15-4 over the last 4 days.
Okay. So tonight you've got my Yanks. Even though I love to hear that, but I just don't have a lot of faith in them. But you got a -106 money line.
Yeah, that's basically a toss-up. They're playing the Jets tonight, so.
Yeah.
I like the Yankees in the Subway Series.
They're playing the Jets, Mets, Clippers, Jets, Mets, Clippers. Okay, then you're taking the USA women tomorrow night -5.
They're minus a half a goal.
I mean a point half. I'm sorry, minus a half. Yeah, sorry about that. 0.5.
Yeah, half point. I like them in that game against Netherlands. That kind of clears the way for them to go to the gold medal round. So.
Yeah, well,
I'm not too happy with their performance.
Well, that's who we beat in the 2019 World Cup Finals, Netherlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a good one. I can't wait to see that tomorrow. Got my Dodgers -119, 139. Now I'm liking that. The future home of Ohtani, the Los Angeles Dodgers, the future home of Shohei Ohtani.
Kind of looking that
way. Then you got the Pirates and the Padres. Well, you got the two of these games back to back. Pirates, Padres, under 8 plus 100.
Yeah, I like that under 8 in that matchup tonight. It's again that the Padres have been going under at home, about 70% click right now. So I'll take them tonight. And the Pirates have, like I said, Pirates kind of have a sneaky good back into their bullpen. They kind of cost them last night. The Padres gave up 4 runs in the 8th inning, and that game would have gone under.
Yeah. Then, of course, the Reds and Brewers, you're taking that over 9.
Yeah, I'm just riding the train there. Brewers, that game kind of surprised me yesterday. That was one that I lost yesterday, but I think the offenses, they can't hold both those offenses down too long. They both those teams like to score runs.
Okay, then you got those Rays. Man, the Rays have been playing pretty well, bro.
Yeah, they're tough. They're the best record in America.
Yeah, we lost you there.
Yeah, and tonight Yeah, go ahead.
You must be out in the country because we keep losing you. Man, I guess DP Construction, y'all are all over the damn place, huh? You know, country, city, suburbs.
Yeah. Well, I'm out here driving back from Kingfisher, so I may go in and out.
Yeah, well, plus if you go to Yukon, that's out in the sticks too, where Nate lives, out there in the damn sticks in Yukon.
Oh, come on, man.
And, of course, the Phillies, money line 123, -123.
Yeah, and the Phillies, we kind of talked about this last week. They better get on it quick because they're already 12 games back of the Braves, and they need some wins. And the Orioles coming in town to Philly tonight. Short number on that. I like the Phillies there. And then one game I did put on there that wasn't on the board yet, Braves Red Sox. You know where I'm going there. So.
Yep. And then, of course, we've got our power rankings. You and Nate, we'll send you yours next time so you get a power rankings, and you can give us your opinion on what you think. I've got the Chiefs, the Eagles, the Bengals, the Cowboys, the Bills, the Ravens, the Niners, and the Dolphins as my top 8. Drew has the Chiefs, the Bills, the Cowboys, the Niners, the Bengals. You had them 5 still. Eagles, Giants, Jaguars. And Ben has the Chiefs, the Bengals, the Bills, the Niners, the Eagles, Cowboys, Jets, and Ravens. Do you like any of those? Or you dislike any of those?
I like the top 4. I like top 4: Chiefs, Eagles, Bengals, Bills. Obviously, Chiefs, Bills top. Probably 3 Eagles, 4 Bengals. I put the Cowboys at 30.
30. 30. Dang, 30. You have the Cowboys at 30, your best team in the NFL? 30. That was for you, Drew. He did that for you. You know that, Dan. You know he did that for you.
Oh, I know. Any self-respecting Dallas fan can't put themselves behind it.
I love it. So, Ben, why did you stick the Niners in there as the top 4 above the Bills and even your Ravens? You have your Ravens at 8. What is that about? They're going to be way better than that.
I don't know. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be pretty good. I think the Cowboys, Eagles, I think that's all going to be pretty solid. But I do have the Niners up there. I think they have an easier division.
Yeah, but the
So,
Niners don't have a quarterback yet. That's why I didn't put them up so high. You got to show me who's going to be
yeah,
a
but
quarterback
they got
first.
such a great team. I mean, McCaffrey can throw for a touchdown. He'll catch for one. He'll run for
He'll
one.
play for one.
Give
If you're
him the
playing against
ball.
the Eagles, he'll play quarterback.
Yeah, do whatever he needs to do. And then, but the Eagles, I still don't trust the Eagles. I mean, especially with them losing a bunch of their defensive linemen up front, like some of those big guys that were up there. I can't think of his name right now. Guy that they didn't re-sign. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But I don't really like them as much. And then the Cowboys, I'm still confused because I don't really know what's going to go on. I like Dak. I don't know what he's going to do.
Yep.
He's such a freaking he's kind of a nutcase there.
Well, they're going to take the ball.
Rodgers,
They're going to take the ball out of his hands. That's what they're going to do.
Yeah, I hope so, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Let him he still has to have control. Still needs to make some plays himself, or else he's going to lose some ego, and he needs that as the main quarterback of $1 billion franchise. You got to be able to take control of the game sometimes.
Yep.
And then Aaron Rodgers, I think that was a great addition. I think with all the guys that he knows. So I think it's going to be great there with the Jets. And then the Ravens, I think right there, OBJ, Lamar, you got.
Yeah, but my deal is this: how do you not have them in the top 5?
I love my team, but that's not it.
Okay. Well, Drew don't have them in there at all. How do you not have them in there at all, Drew, in your top 8?
I made that when they didn't have a quarterback. So I'd probably have to put him back in there now. And I'd probably switch out the Jets and the Giants.
Okay, I agree with that. Now, how do you have the Cowboys above the Bengals and the Niners above the Bengals?
Homer.
Well, I mean that's just a matter of opinion, you know. I'm gonna keep the Cowboys right. This is our year.
I know I have the Cowboys at 4. I have them in front of the Bills, but I do not have them in front of the Bengals because of quarterback. But I think other than that, I think the Cowboys probably have the best defense in the NFL, or one of them. To me, the Ravens, the Niners. I don't really think the Eagles are going to be that great again. I think whatever they were doing got exposed.
Yeah, I think they're going to slow down.
I think they're going to slow down. But I still had to throw them in there because of, they're the Super Bowl defending. They're run-up Super Bowl. So I gave them some love for that, but I do not think they're going to stay in the top 4.
And I like that. I like the Jaguars pick. I like that, too. I think they're going to be a good team this year.
And what do you think there, Nathan?
I don't know, man. I think the Chiefs are going to win it again, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah. They could.
I think the Eagles will continue to stay relevant. I think they're going to prove that it wasn't a one-year phenom or one-year deal. I don't think the Cowboys will go anywhere, but that's just my opinion.
Well, do y'all think do you think the Chiefs are going to stay there? What are y'all opinion? If Chris Jones is not on the Chiefs team, do they win the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Man. Probably. But they have very small room for error. You got the Bills and the Bengals that are in the top 5 right behind them, and that they're going to have to go through in the playoffs. So.
Right.
And arguably the best coach in football.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, but
you don't think McCartney or what is it? McCarty, Bill, the Cowboys coach. What's his name?
McCarthy.
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 You don't think he's getting fired this year?
If he's not smashing watermelons, he's getting fired.
I think
so you better get back to that.
What do you think? Well, what did the Cowboys win? 12 games last year, Drew?
Yep.
And I think
a good amount of games. But he's calling plays now. So this year is his year.
This is a big year. But basically, what that tells me is they're taking the game out of Dak's hands because they're going to run the ball. They're going to run the ball. Dak's not going to throw the ball 40 times a game.
Well, here's
good.
What you're telling me is you're paying a quarterback $50 million or $45 million or whatever, and you got to take the game away from him.
Yep.
Exactly. That's exactly what they're going to do.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. You got the Cowboys at 9.5 over under, and we all agree they're going to be over, right? We all agree at that over.
Yeah.
I think they'll get 10 or 11.
Yep. Drew has them at 13 or something crazy is what Drew has.
I got them at 10 or 11.
5.
Oh, okay.
I like them. Trust me, I like them.
I like them too. So I was looking at that.
You know who they need to get for a wide receiver, don't you?
What was that?
Cameron Johnson.
Oh God.
He can jump.
Wow. I don't even know what to say to that one. I'm done. I'm done with that.
They can't find a helmet big enough to fit J-Dub's head.
Oh my God. I can't
Hey, Matt,
even.
let me throw something in here right quick.
Okay,
It'll
go
be
ahead.
real quick. Rookie year, Cameron Johnson, 8.8 points per game, 3.3 rebounds, 1.2 assists, 0.6 steals.
Okay.
43% from the
On a
field.
team that went to the NBA Finals.
43% from the field, 39% from three.
Okay.
J-Dub rookie year, 14 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, 3.3 assists, 52% from the field.
On a team
That's
that
rookie
did
year
that.
compared.
And runner-up and the runner-up rookie of the year.
And runner-up for rookie of the year.
So he's second place.
So,
Yeah,
runner-up,
but is it
yeah.
the rookie year? Is that what we're talking about?
We're talking about his
Wait,
rookie
wait,
year.
rookie-
Yes,
rookie year to rookie year.
Rookie year versus
Yeah,
rookie year.
what happened last? What were the stats from last year?
Oh, here we go.
You can't compare those. Because here we go. It was pretty close. It was really close, actually. So
Yeah.
last year, Cameron Johnson, 16.6 points, 4.8 rebounds, 2.1 assists, 1.4 steals, 46% from the field, 37% from three. J-Dub, 14 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, 3.3 assists, 1.4 steals, 52% from the field, 35.6 from three. And that's after 5 years of development.
Yep.
That's
That's real
It's close.
close. That's real close. So that's what I'm saying. You compare J-Dub's numbers to his. I'm taking J-Dub
Yeah,
over
but
Cam.
I'm saying Cam was playing in Phoenix.
yeah.
Who had the ball in Phoenix? Not him.
This
Not
year,
him.
Not him.
last
So
year,
now
yes.
he's in Brooklyn. Now he'll start getting the ball.
Last year he
Yeah,
had the
all
ball.
over Brooklyn.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God.
He's not getting the ball.
Hey,
He was
Nathan.
ball
He
again.
needs to for Brooklyn to be any good, Cam Johnson going to have to average 19, 20 a game.
He ain't averaging 19, 20. Mikal
No.
Bridges
He
made
ain't
it.
averaging 19
He's
points a game.
17 right now.
Dude.
But he's not getting the ball in Brooklyn. Mikal Bridges is going to get the ball.
Yep.
Okay, but you think he's going to get it over Durant and Booker and all those? Like,
Well, but he
no-
didn't play.
He didn't play with
Durant.
Durant. He didn't play with Durant.
He didn't play with
He
Durant.
didn't play with Durant.
He was playing with Booker and Paul.
Okay, sorry, apologies. Yeah,
Okay.
but you know what I'm saying though.
No, Ben, you just on Drew's side. You Drew's wingman. That's just the way it is.
he's not
You are
gonna make
Drew's
I'm just saying
wingman.
he's going to get the ball
Hey,
in Brooklyn. There's
hey,
nobody
Nathan,
there. He's
Ben
gonna get
is
the ball.
Drew's wingman. Whatever Drew, because Drew is making him money on HuskerDrewPicks.com.
Okay,
Drew's
hey,
making
all right,
him money, so he's
I
on
got
Drew's
something
side.
else for you.
He's got Drew's side.
I got something else for you. Last
Go ahead.
year in college, Cameron Johnson, 16.9 points a game, 50%
Where'd he
from the
play?
field, 45% from three.
He played in North Carolina.
You're right. At North Carolina, 5.8 rebounds, 2.4 assists. That was 5 years in college. J-Dub's last year in college, 18 points a game, 51% from the field, 39% from three, 80%.
Plumbers and
can't-
surfers.
Nathan,
Where'd
that's
he
a
play?
bad analogy. That's a bad comparison. That wasn't gonna fly.
Plumbers and surfers in Santa Clara.
Soon as you
He
brought
played
that,
against Chet.
hey,
He
soon
played
as
against Chet,
you
man.
brought that up, I was out like, man, you just don't even go to college. That's just not.
Oh,
Drew's
no, I
gonna-
lured him right
Drew's
into that
gonna
one. I
eat
knew
you.
that one.
You just got your hey, Drew. You know what that was?
Hey,
Nathan is a rookie. We're just gonna give him. Hey, he gets a mulligan. He's a rookie. Okay, y'all sucked him right in. Sucked him right into that
Hey,
one.
you know what?
Oh
Hey,
God.
let's go ahead and make a bet. I want to make a bet with you right now.
All right.
We're going to, boys. The bet will come when the season starts. We'll check the lineups and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
No. I'm going to tell you this. J-Dub is going to beat Cameron Johnson in every statistical category except for three-point
This is
shooting.
what we're gonna do. Hey, Nathan, on After the Storm and on the Unpopular Hour, we do the Cam Johnson versus J-Dub watch. Okay, so we'll compare them every day or after every game.
I'm down.
We will do the Cameron Johnson versus J-Dub comparison every day, every game.
Okay.
Deal?
Okay.
Is that Drew? You okay with that?
How are we doing the scoring though? Because like a rebound or assist.
No, we're
like
doing their
steal,
stats.
like
We're
what
doing their
counts for
stats.
what?
We're doing the whole stats. Steals, assists, everything. Whole
Just
stats.
check
Yeah.
it.
The whole thing.
Whoever's
Yeah,
higher,
every
the
game.
at the end.
Every game we're gonna check it.
Here's
We're gonna
another
match it.
stat for you.
Do not do college,
Win-
whatever you do.
Send it.
No, I'm not. It's last year's win share percentage.
Send
Last
it.
year's win share percentage, Cameron Johnson 3.5, J-Dub 5.3. Not even close.
Wind. What exactly is wind share comparing? Is that like wind shear?
Nathan, you just stick with the
Wind
points.
Wind shares are defined by an estimated number of wins contributed by a player.
Oh, my
Hey, what's
God.
Jay career high? What's Jay career high ever in pro basketball?
30-something at
He's had
least.
30-something, yeah.
30-something.
I'd have to go look.
Well, because
Cameron's like 22.
Yeah, because the Thunder, remember, Drew, he didn't have 38. That's not his high.
Was Booker and Paul out that game? And McKelvey was out that game?
Probably. That's like a normal game.
Oh my God, you two are just. Anyway, we're gonna solve the issue by doing a comparison every day. The Cam Johnson watch. So what are y'all betting? And we'll put the bet down at the end.
I'm going to make a spreadsheet. And I'm going to keep track of every game.
Oh my God! Help me, Ben. Are you gonna help me on this deal?
Ben and I are in agreement. This is gonna be.
Oh my God! Well, Judge Clark is gonna make the ultimate decision. That's what's gonna happen on that. That's my show, so I'm making the ultimate decision on that. Judge Clark.
You know what's going to put it over the top is J-Dub's assist total to Chet.
Oh God! Well, we don't know. That will not put it over the top because that's not going to happen.
Oh no!
You should have said Josh Giddey. You should have said Josh Giddey, not J-Dub.
Check that. Yeah, you better.
That's not a good.
Check it before you do it.
Hey, just go ahead.
I got one for you here, Matt.
Yeah.
Who has more wins, Oklahoma City in the playoffs next year, or Colorado in the regular season?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Wow.
Is that?
Wow. Well, I promise you one thing: it'll be way more than Nebraska's win total.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Oh my God! Oh my
Why do we
God!
have to go and dig on Nebraska?
Well, you're the one that started this. You started all this, dude. You started it all.
Nobody out here is a Colorado fan.
Nobody really. None of us are Colorado fans. No, we're really not. We're really
So
not.
funny.
Something is wrong with this group. Hey, fans, Unpopular Hour fans, I apologize for these. In the future, I'm going to apologize before we get on air. Speaking of that future, we're going to talk about this. We're going to be done. Nathan and I talked about Mbappe's contract, Drew. They paid $300 million for his rights, and $770 million they're paying him. To Mbappe, Saudi Arabia paid $330 million for his rights to PSG, and then they're paying him $770 million to play soccer next year.
Yeah, it was a little over $1 billion deal.
Yeah. Do you think?
That's when you know you got too much money.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you think
I don't think they know.
Do you think that can affect the NBA or football, or not football, but NBA or baseball? I doubt it really baseball because it's too hot over there. But basketball, do you think guys would leave? I said, hell yeah, they would leave.
Yeah, they would. Especially in NBA, because there's you only get what?
Yep, they would
14,
bounce.
15 guys make a team.
Yep.
So I mean, sure they would.
Yep. I mean, because LeBron's already said, hey, him and Maverick Carter and Rich Paul, they're headed to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
LeBron's like, you want $700 million? I'm out.
All their deals are like one year deals though.
Yeah, they're 1 year deals.
Yeah, they're just trying to be like, hey, I'm just gonna feel it out. Like,
yeah, but
like,
$700 million.
I'm actually getting myself into
What is your number, Drew? What is your number, Ben? And what is your number, Nate? If you're a basketball player, what is your number?
NBA player?
Yeah, if you're an NBA player, what is your number that you would? What is the minimum number? Well, it doesn't matter. You're one of the best players in the league. What is your minimum?
Tell me,
okay, you are SGA.
Oh shoot!
Now remember,
I'm gonna ask for how many years?
Now, what is it's a 1 year deal. What is your minimum you would take to leave the NBA?
What's the minimum? NBA would probably take, I don't know, $250,000 or $250 million.
So 250.
Probably about 250 million. Yeah.
Yeah. Drew.
What's SGA making right now per year?
40. What is he making? 43.
40 something. Yeah.
40
39,
something.
40.
Yeah, 40. Yeah, 40 million.
125 million, probably.
That's what you take,
yeah,
Drew?
I'm in between there somewhere. I mean, yeah, the dude's going to be.
And well, Drew, we're talking about Jaylen Brown and his $300 million contract that he makes more than Joker does.
That really surprised me because I was really wondering if Boston was even going to re-sign him, much less making the highest paid player in the league.
Yeah, but he made All NBA. That's what got him the max, super max.
Did you guys see that video of him when he won that horse race? He was so happy. He was
Yes.
way happier than winning the NBA title. He was so much happier
That's
winning
just.
that horse race than winning the NBA title. He
I know
was
that's just, dude. I'm just sitting there looking. Okay, but this whole thing, Drew. Think about this, Ben. Nathan and I were talking about this. By the time SGA comes back for his next Supermax,
Yeah.
it's going to be 390 for 5 years, or a little over 400 for 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Well, we can't pay him that.
No, that's what you'll be
you
paying
can.
him. You'll be paying him because of the salary cap.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I don't think our owners will pay him that.
They'll pay
They'll
him.
pay him if he's going to stay.
They'll
They're
pay him.
going to pay him.
They're going to pay him. And the whole thing
We've
is
been
this.
burned so many
What
times.
is it?
You know,
But guess what? What's his name makes? What is it? What is he gonna make in the last year? $69 million. Is that what Jalen Brown makes? $69 million in the 5th year of his contract, Drew. Jalen Brown is now worth $69 million, but Dak is gonna make what, 56 next year in 2025? What's he
Crazy
make?
money, dude.
Hey, they're also changing the market. That's
Well, no,
a huge deal with all that,
well, the whole
NBA,
thing.
PA, and all that stuff.
Well, no, the thing is this: if you make the All NBA, then you get the Supermax. That's why those guys, the players like Trey didn't make All NBA, so he didn't get the Supermax. He just got the max. He didn't get Supermax, and that's what cost Ja Morant $39 million because he did not make the All NBA. It cost him $39 million.
It costs you more than that.
Well, no, I'm talking about just
That's
from
a heck
that.
of
I'm talking about just from that. It cost him way
That's
more
a
than
heck
that.
of a gun purchase, man.
Yeah,
$39 million buy a lot of guns.
buy a lot of guns.
Sounds like he bought a tank.
That guy's a dipshit.
He bought a tank. That's funny. Hey, what was that Texas A&M alum that bought a tank for $600,000? Say, what do you want to do? He goes, well,
Those people down there are off.
they're
They're off.
I mean, just think about this. You can pay $600,000 for a tank. Well, I got all this acreage. I can shoot a tank miles on all of my acreage, so I can blow up whatever I want.
If Randy had a tank out the farm, that'd be kind of fun.
Oh, listen at you.
That'd be
Well,
pretty
y'all got
sweet.
what? How many miles can you shoot it on that, though, Drew? What?
Hey, they do
No,
artillery
no,
training over my father's house every day.
Well, no, you could blow up on the pond on the back side, Drew, where you wanted to build your house. You could blow up on the other side of the second pond over there. What is that?
That'd be
2
nice.
miles? A mile? How far is
Yeah.
that? 2 miles, maybe?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Hey, Randy. Are you listening? Why don't you get the bank to buy a tank?
We need an artillery range.
I'm telling you,
hey, Nathan,
they
talk
shoot
to him about
artillery
that.
training over my father's house every day. We
Hey,
can do it. We can get this done.
Hey, that would be a great. Hey, that'd be a great Christmas party. Let's go. Let's go out and shoot ammunition. What's the
That
liability?
would
Hey,
be
Nathan.
awesome.
Nathan, what's the liability on that?
It's really high.
Randy needs you to sign a waiver.
You gotta sign this waiver if you want to shoot.
We could just take our problem loan customers and put them. Oh, never mind. I've been wrong.
Yeah, hey, Randy and Carolyn, text me and let me know what's the cost. Oh man, y'all gonna get me in trouble. Nathan, you gonna get me in trouble. I gotta go, man.
Yeah, I think I probably just got myself in trouble.
Oh my God.
No, I'll
dude,
send you
that's
my
hilarious.
father's address. We'll figure this out. This will work.
Oh, y'all have issues. I worry about you, group. Now remember the USA plays tomorrow, and in fact, World Cup. We didn't even talk about the World Cup, but the women didn't play today anyway. But the only scores that we had for World Cup scores, were New Zealand. How about Philippines won their first ever World Cup match today? Did y'all know that?
No, but that's pretty sweet.
They won their very first ever World Cup match today. They beat New Zealand, the home team, and it was crazy. And then, of course, Norway and Switzerland both were 0-0. Japan plays Costa Rica tonight at 12 a.m. or tomorrow morning. Then Spain and Zambia plays at 2:30 a.m. Canada and the Republic of Iran play at 7 a.m. And then the USA plays at 8 p.m. against the Netherlands, which, of course, is our arch rivals, or excuse me, the team that we beat in the finals a couple years ago. So the USA, of course, plays Netherlands, like I said, which is going to be great. And then here are the standings thus far. As of today, after the two matches of today, Switzerland and New Zealand. New Zealand is tied with the Philippines at 3, which, of course, the Philippines have the tiebreaker. They're at 3, and now New Zealand and Switzerland have to play each other, and Philippines and Norway play each other. So New Zealand, the chances of them getting out of that may be slim and none to get out of their bracket. They've got to hope the Philippines lose, and they've got to at least have a draw with Switzerland if they want to get by, to get into the next round. So we'll see how that works. Have you guys been watching any of the World Cup?
Yeah, I watched the USA games. I watched the highlights for sure.
Yeah. What about, I know.
I can't say that I have.
I have not been watching. They pissed me off with their flag deal, so I'm rooting for them, but they pissed me off.
You mean with not singing the national anthem?
Yeah, that kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, well,
but,
I mean, like I said yesterday, I understand why they did it. I mean, I get it. But I mean, it is what it is. But the best thing in the world is to put that gold around your neck, and when you're standing up there, and I promise you,
I just wish Rapinoe would retire.
She's gone. She's gone after this, Drew. So you don't get to see Megan Rapinoe anymore. And my thing is this, like I said, I mean, I get why they're doing it because of the way the whole gay thing is. I get that. I mean, I get it.
Yeah,
I mean, I understand, but at the same time, what I'm saying is I understand their feelings about what is going on because it was the same, like, I'm not a Black Lives Matter thing. They didn't do jack crap for black people at all. They just took money, okay? Then they tried to do the same thing when Asian went over. They tried to do it, and the Asians were like, get the hell away from us. So that was a money grab that had nothing to do. You didn't give nobody made any money. Arbery's didn't get any money. All these people that you were supposedly representing, you gave none of their families any of the millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars you got. You gave their families zero. So the Black Lives Matter to me means nothing, even though I understand what was happening. It wasn't even about Black Lives Matter. It was about what happened. So I get it. But on the other side of that, my thing is after you win it for your country, what do you do? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do you if you win it all, you got the
I'm
national
not
anthem is
rooting
going to
for
be
them.
playing.
I hope they win. Yeah, I do. I just think there's time and place for everything.
No, I agree.
That just rubbed me the wrong way.
Now I'm gonna be more angry if they win it all and then you get that gold medal wrapped around your neck. If you don't do it then I have a real issue with it because that's a little different. At the beginning, that's fine, but at the end of the day, you're representing everybody. Not yourself, you represent everybody.
If you're wanting to draw attention to it and have people grow the game and equal pay and all that kind of stuff, I just don't think that was the right thing to do.
Right.
That's me.
Right.
I think that did not further their cause.
No, it does not. It does not. I mean, like I said, I understand, I get it, but I'm saying my thing is this. I'm okay, do what you got to do, but at the end of the day, if you win it all, and they put that gold around your neck, if that doesn't make you cry, if that doesn't move you at that point, Megan Rapinoe or whomever, if that don't move you at that point, I got an issue. Because then that's an accomplishment for our country as a whole. It ain't about you at that point. It's about us as a group. You know what I'm saying?
It's an honor to represent that.
I have an issue. If you're going to
100%,
go
I got
then, I got an issue with it. If you want to do that before, that's fine. But when you win it all, if that doesn't solidify and you bring everybody together at that point for that moment, I got an issue with you at that point. Because I've been there I've got chills now. When they wrap that neck, they put that gold medal around my neck and the national anthem is playing, and you've got Russia, the Soviet Union. They were the Soviet Union back then. They were not Russia. They were the Soviet Union, which was Yugoslavia, and they had everybody.
Yeah.
They had everybody.
USSR,
they had everybody all under one group. So if you have I have an issue with that. I mean, because that to me is I can't explain to you what that does emotionally to you when the national anthem is being played and the flag, and I mean that's something you don't play with. I don't know. I'm gonna stop right there because I'll get a little pissed off about that. So, but anyway, guys, you got anything y'all want to talk about? Drew?
Yeah, just everybody stay safe out there. Stay cool. It's gonna be really hot this week.
Yes.
And drink a bunch of water.
Hey, that reminds me. So Matty Moyer, he's hurt. Is that what the deal is?
What? I guess so. I mean, running from us.
Yeah, hey, we're
Hamstring hurt or something.
Nathan and Ben. We're talking about we're supposed to play golf tomorrow morning at 7:45. Drew, 7:30. When are we playing? 7:52
752.
tomorrow morning. And one of our guys, a foursome, what did he say, Drew? He pulled his hamstring or quad. What did he do? Quad muscle. Quad muscle is working out. He pulled a quad muscle working out. Okay.
Hey, but mind you, he's 60 years old.
That ain't what's that got
I'm
to do
60. I get out of bed. I'm doing good, man.
Oh, you guys are wrong.
I seen a picture of a professional wrestler with one leg and Forrest running.
Wait, hey Drew. All I know is thank God there's no leg of the ace, no pictures of the ace bandage. That's all I can say. There are no evidence of what you're talking about with the ace bandage there, Drew. What about you, Ben? You got anything you want to talk about before we go?
I guess I got one thing this morning. One of my favorite players, Patrice Bergeron, retired from the Boston Bruins. Over,
did he?
I
thought he was leaving.
Seasons.
I thought
he was going. They didn't know if he was going to go or not. And this morning, it was probably about 3 hours ago, he said, I'm going to get out of here, boys. So, over 1,040 points for the boys, 6 Selke trophies, which is the best defensive forward in the league. So just kind of a little shout out to him. He got a Stanley Cup. He's one of our best captains ever around it. He's the best defensive forward in the league. So we're gonna have a huge hole up the front, and this is gonna really suck.
Unfortunately, played for the Bruins and not the Stars, or I'd really be celebrating him. But it's okay.
Correct. Yeah, but So just a little shout out to him, a little retirement. He's gonna go have some fun, go get home. He's a what are they? French Canadian. So Patrice Bergeron. So shout out to him. Just that's about it.
Yep. What about you, Nathan?
Man, I think we've argued about everything I was gonna talk about.
Yeah, well, we'll definitely make sure you do that spreadsheet on Cam Johnson versus J-Dub.
Oh, dude,
Just don't include college. Don't include college, whatever you do.
Hey, I can't. We got to set a little bet, a little double bet. We got to set something.
Wait, whoa, double. Wait, what are we doing now? How do we get? Wait, what?
Hey, Drew, I got something for you here. Okay, so
here we go.
If J-Dub wins, then Matt is on getting us courtside tickets to one of the Thunder games, last Thunder game of the year. And then if Cameron Johnson wins, then Matt gets us courtside season to the last Thunder ticket. Or Thunder,
what
Thunder
the
game.
hell? Wait, Matt. What? What?
Well, Matt. Hey, we know you have connections. So,
I do have connections. I do have connections. Yes,
Matt's got connections. So we got to rely on that for the courtside seats.
I can tell you what. How about?
What we need to do, Nate, what we need to make happen is we just need to make sure that we all have good seats when Cam Johnson comes to Oklahoma City.
Oh my
God! Dude, I'm in on that one. Hey, don't think I won't have my spreadsheet on my iPad tracking everything.
I will be in my North Carolina.
Oh my God!
Of course you will.
Oh my God!
And we will make sure we have a number 42 Chet Holmgren jersey for Matt.
Dude, Matt don't wear nobody's name on his jersey, bro. No other man's name on his back. That don't happen. Okay, so that's out. But I'm gonna say, hey, Randy, already now. I'm gonna say this, Randy.
That's awesome.
You know what, Mark? We need to give them. That's 4 tickets, and we'll put them all together. We'll put Drew and Nate and Drew, Nate, and Ben. We'll put them all together. And we'll make sure it's not on the. Hopefully, it won't be on the day that you're working. Or we'll talk to Kat, and she give you the day off, Ben.
No, we'll figure it out. I can take off one day.
Yeah, we'll figure that out so y'all can make that happen because y'all are wearing me out with that. And Matt ain't.
We'll get that.
I can't stand none of y'all right now. I'm done with all y'all. Y'all making me sweat, and I need a cocktail now. I got to go have a drink. So thank y'all for that, for making me drink. I appreciate that.
It's probably them hot wings you had, man.
I only had one hot link today. I had some hot link, I had some greens, and I had mac and cheese, and I had some chopped sliced brisket today. That's what I had. And then I've got my lemon cake. I've got that. I got to go. I'm leaving here, and I'm going to Brahms to give me some cold Brahms milk for that, so I can have with my
there you go.
That cold Brahms, not that cold Brahms milk, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. When you talk to Drew about being a sponsor, so anyway, anything you guys want to talk about? Anything else? Hey, I appreciate y'all. Great show today, guys.
Nebraska's a 10.5 point favorite over Colorado right now, so just let you know that.
You know what?
All right.
I can't.
Right.
Hey, listen. I can't hear anything Drew is saying, and this is what I got to say to all of y'all right there. This is what I said. Okay, I just cut them off, so they're not. They're all gone from the conversation. So I'm gonna say what I want to say. Thank you, Drew Thorne of HuskerDrewPicks.com. Go check him out. Thank you, Nathan Taylor, for your insight there at YNB, and thank you, High Stick Harry, Ben Dillman. I appreciate them. I just sliced them off. I cut them off, so I don't have to hear that nonsense about Drew and his whatever he says go whatever that nasty color is that he's got. But anyway, great show today, guys. Thank you all.